Who are you?
I'm Rod and I make music as Bright Light, Bright Light.
How's your morning been?
It's been very nice. I had breakfast with a friend, then I had a nice little walk over here in the sun, and here we are, having coffee. It's nice.
So last night was your album launch party?
Yeah.
How did that go down?
It was amazing. It was loads of fun. It's always kind of scary when you've got something like an album launch because you're never really sure how many people are going to come and how all the tracks are going to go down and if people will know it. But we sold out, which is really amazing. I've never sold out a show in London before, and it was quite a big one, so it was really amazing. And people knew words and they were singing along, so it was very overwhelming.
So the album was released a week Monday.
Yes. Yeah, the 4th of June.
So how was that week for you?
What's really weird is that you're super busy up until the day of release, and then on the day of release you've kind of got not like nothing to do, but there's nothing more you can do for it, so you've just got to enjoy the day off, or just kind of let go of it and just accept that there's nothing more you can fiddle with. So the actual week was quite bizarre, and then we got the reviews in, and that was really amazing. So it was a nice release, I suppose.
Have you been reading your own press?
I get sent it by the PR, so I kind of have to really.
Yeah.
But luckily, so far it's been pretty positive.
Do you feel people are getting it right with your musical references? And
yeah, I think so. Like most people tend to get it. Like a few people have misunderstood the odd lyric or so, but yeah, on the whole, I think that people have understood my reference points and what I wanted to achieve, and they've been able to tell whether I've done that or not, which is amazing.
So you've worked in the music industry, so you've come from the back end and now you're on the stage. So do you feel that it was quite a wise move, so you know how the music industry operated? Do you feel like it's made you quite cynical about the whole mechanism, or?
I don't think it's made me cynical, it's made me very savvy, I suppose.
Yeah.
So it was really good. I worked at distribution, and it was really interesting to get to talk to people working in different record shops and seeing how much stuff was selling and seeing what was selling at what point in time, and how trends came and went. And it was really nice to see that people working in record stores still cared a lot about records and how excited they were about certain releases and how excited some labels still were about releases. So it actually gave me an awful lot of hope in the music industry, despite sales going down. These people were going to work, and we were all going to work every day and working our asses off for zero money, and people were still prepared to do that. So I think that was actually quite inspiring.
Yeah. What do you make of music piracy?
On one hand, it's given a lot of bands a much broader career because they can play in places where maybe their album wouldn't be released, but people have downloaded it, so people will know it. So you've got, on one hand, more people being exposed to bands, so there's a chance you get more of a live following. But it's just so tough, I've seen, the day my album came out, 20 people posted the album as a free download, but they actually tweeted it at me as if it was flattering. And it's quite hard to describe to people who come from that kind of generation that that's not actually very nice. When I've spent my own money making a record, it's not like some label has given me $100 grand to make a record. It's come from my own bank account and from my own work, so it's a bit depressing. But it's just another factor in the number of hurdles that you've got to get over. It's there, so you've just got to try and embrace it in the best way possible.
So you look after your own Twitter and your own Facebook page, so you engage with fans without a problem. Do you feel that there's do you ever fear of crossing that line of fans knowing too much about you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I try to be quite humorous on Twitter and quite factual on Facebook, so that you can see a bit of personality, because that's what makes Twitter really fun. But I don't really want to give out too much personal detail. It's difficult because think about yourself when you were 13 and you got to speak to someone you were a fan of. It's really exciting. Yeah. And at that age you don't really understand when you've gone a bit too far. So I think it's really easy for kids these days who can get in touch with people on Facebook and Twitter to just get a little bit too carried away. So I'm quite careful about keeping that.
And how do you feel that some of your fans, I was reading some of your YouTube comments, they're getting a little bit sexually obsessed with you?
It's fine.
It doesn't bother you?
No, it's fine. It's better than calling me fat or something like that.
And so you appeared naked in the current issue of Attitude magazine. How does it feel that some fans will be using that as wanking material?
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Cool. I was reading an interview with him, and Adam Lambert said it's difficult to be a gay male pop star. Do you agree?
No.
Do you think like your sexuality opens more doors, closes more doors, or it's gone?
I think it depends on how you play it. Like if your sexuality is the crux of your career, then yeah, it does make it more difficult. But I don't really want to make a point of being gay. It's like I'm gay, and that's fine. But I don't want to make it the focus of my music. I kind of get what he's saying, that it does limit, for example, like labels that might take a chance on you because it's harder to market a gay artist or whatever. But I think in terms of actually making the music that you want to make, it shouldn't really make a difference.
Yeah.
It depends, again, if your ambition is to be a musician who's making music they love, it shouldn't really matter. But if your ambition is to be a famous pop star, then perhaps it does matter.
Yeah. So now that you've recorded your debut album, are there any leftover tracks? Are you thinking about a second album? What's next on the plan?
I've kind of written about a third of the second album, which I'm really happy with, and we're starting to work on that in the next month or two. There's quite a lot of other leftover tracks, just I'm trying to work out how to use them and do stuff with them, because I really like them all. Just to do something like special with them. So.
Thanks for taking the time out to chat. Have a good day.